Well, hey, welcome back. It's your boy Saucey, and we're here for another episode of Kings Road Young Lions. And tonight is your lucky night because tonight we play D&D. I'm joined by the Young Lions that are Rosa, Gator, Bronson, Solomon, and Zinthral. They're called the Young Lions. Say hello, Young Lions.
Hello, Young Lions.
Lions.
I was muted.
Again.
And tonight we get back into the action. We are nearing the end of our adventure here in Iron Vale. The party has just had a satisfying battle against the Hardway Wolfpack, where they struck down several members of the Hardway, including Tricky Dicky, Fake Bronson, a girl who never made a single attack or action, nor did anyone learn her name. She just died. There was a bard who did the old Ric Flair flop. And there was a magnificent math magician by the name of Big Daddy Rook. He was killed, but then was stabilized by Rosa with a kind heart and clear eyes, decided this man deserved a second chance at life. We're going to see if the party is going to torture him to death or if they're going to give him a chance to redeem himself. So we join the party here at the camp. The next morning, after everyone has had a long rest, healed up all of their injuries, regained all their spell slots, maybe with one exception, Zinthral, as of yesterday, you had picked up 3 levels of exhaustion. During the fight, you healed at least 1 level of exhaustion. So this morning, you're going to roll to heal up another level.
If I remember, I healed up 2, so hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. That's right, you did heal up 2. So now you're going to roll...
That's why we have to watch the episodes on YouTube, guys, so we can keep up on this stuff.
Exactly.
And go ahead and remove that last level of exhaustion. If you've been listening to the show, you may remember that Zinthral had fallen into a pit and had hurt his leg. In fact, the bone had snapped through the skin. And Zinthral, how's that leg looking now? Take a look at it.
Oh, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, to everyone's surprise, the bone now reset inside the leg, but also the skin healing unnaturally fast here.
So I know my leg is supposed to be green, but is your leg supposed to be green?
Oh, no. You're looking at it different lighting. If you can see here, clearly you can tell. I take care of my skin very well.
Mm.
I point and go, he has the Mr. Deeds foot! Ah!
What do you say? I wasn't listening.
You have the Mr. Deeds foot.
I'm going to pretend I know what that means.
Yeah, you are too young to understand the reference, but...
It's real bad frostbite.
You've never seen Mr. Deeds?
I am 24.
It's okay. We won't judge you. It's kind of an obscure reference, but...
Look, I know.
What
year
were you born?
1999.
That movie came out during your lifetime.
Okay, what year?
It's in like the early to mid 2000s. I don't know specifically.
Yeah, but if
year?
it came out when he was 1 year old, then that doesn't help.
Exactly.
It's okay.
2002 is when it came out.
Girls, you're both pretty, so no need to argue here.
So
Pretty isn't the word for me.
I do want to start stacking up the bodies of the Hardway and start building a funeral pyre over their campfire. We're gonna get rid of all these bodies and not make it easy for them to raise their dead or reclaim their equipment or anything like that.
Okay, yeah. What would everybody else like to do?
First thing in the morning, I need to shave. I've been in disguise for too long. If I try to reapply my Solomon beard, it's going to get caught up. The glue in the stubble is never comfortable. So I completely shave my entire head to get rid of the growth since I met these people. and including the eyebrows.
I can set you on fire if you like.
Can I loot this cart of beans?
Absolutely. It's hard to say how that word beans got on that cart, but there it is.
It wasn't Pete for once.
That was
Oh yeah, okay.
I've tried clicking it. I
session.
cannot remove it.
Because I saw it last time, I thought it was when Pete was going off. Wow.
Not me.
Okay, yeah, there better be some like real good beans on that cart.
There are many beans on that cart. Zinthral, while you're going after those beans, we kind of glossed over Solomon's rebirth here at the end of that battle, where the beard came off and revealed a different side of himself. How does everybody feel about what they witnessed with Solomon?
Gator's a vaudevillian himself, so he just tips his hat and says, good on you. And I get out of there.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think we sort of discussed it last session, where it's like, what does it change? You know, I mean, like, everybody in this group seems to have a past. You know, like we're still in the same situation. We still have the same enemies, and as long as we're all still on the same road and with the same goals, I don't think that this is a huge deal when it comes to acceptance of our party. You know, like it doesn't feel like it was a backstabbing or you know, Machiavellian plot or anything like that. It just was like, yeah, he's got his own skeletons in his closet. We all have them, and as long as we're all on the same page, then we accept you, flaws and all. You know?
It wasn't exactly the Mrs. Doubtfire reveal or anything. The whole time. So good.
Like, oh, did you get a haircut?
See, that was a movie from the early 90s that starred Robin Williams, who was very, very, very talented.
Stuck his face in a cake and said, hello!
I know who
Robin Williams
Robin
probably
is.
died before you were born, so...
No? I remember watching one of those shows. Oh, wow, that makes me sad. I remember exactly when he died.
I mean, it is
that is
impressive
depressing.
that someone who was born in 2022 is in this campaign. So, I mean, you know, it's all good.
It's all good.
Okay,
Anyway,
Exactly.
so
That was a
getting back
long,
on
awkward
track here.
silence.
Yeah, let's bump the DJ table here and
Yeah.
put on a different hat.
Farted like Jesus.
I've got a different song we can play for you guys. So
Is it
Oh,
BBL Drizzy?
it's a little loud.
It is a bit loud.
That's going to get you a copyright strike.
No.
No,
I
it
just
shouldn't.
realized this song.
We
I
only
only heard a
play.
few notes on the piano, and I'm trying to figure it out right now. Nobody tell me.
It's Peaches.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not familiar enough with that. I thought it was something. I thought it was gonna be like Total Eclipse of the Heart or something.
Nope.
So reflecting back on the battle from the day before, a couple things happened there. Rosa was put in harm's way, almost was captured and drug away by the Hardway Wolfpack. Who knows what would have happened at that point, but there were cages set up clearly to take captives. Snugglecup wasn't so lucky, was taken away, was put in his cage, and Snug cannot tell you what happened during the time that he was away from the group. But while you were in the Lush Cave fighting dandelions and cacti, he had to fend for himself up here. So the scars may not be visible, but they are permanent on
no.
Snugglecup.
Jesus.
What? That's it.
You're
We
gonna have
gotta
to
kill
give
him.
him so much cat therapy.
definitely giving him a lot of love this morning as well.
And some nip.
So with righteous vigor, you attack this camp of Hardway members immediately after escaping the cave and slaughtered most of them. You have the two captives here, but there were two escapees. The first of which was the Hardway member, a jacketed Hardway member, who was attempting to capture Rosa. However, Rosa fought her way free. And when the crap really hit the fan in the battle, he took off running into the woods. The other unpatched member of the Hardway took off running in a separate direction towards the end of the battle, once everybody else had really been slaughtered. And after 8 hours of rest, it appears that they may be gone forever. So now that you've...
by bears.
Or perhaps eaten by bears. They may have fallen into the dandelion trap. They may be down at the bottom of that pit with
That'd be awesome.
4 broken legs right now. So you've looted the tents. You have snuggled with Snuggle Cup. You've eaten as many beans as you can handle. What do you do now, party?
Eat more beans.
Gator will
we had a
roll.
conversation. Oh, after you.
I was just gonna say, as I can't think of anything specific I want to do, Gator's just gonna be on foot patrol around the camp and keep his eyes open.
Okay.
I believe
think
there was a
it's
mention
about
of
time to
interrogation.
have a conversation with our friends.
Okay. Well, where do we begin?
Let's begin with the mathematician.
Okay, so Rook, the math magician, is barely alive, right? Was stabilized by Rosa, is clinging on to life. Has anybody else provided any medical assistance? Have you fed him?
No.
Clean.
Specifically, no.
No.
I thought a long
during
rest
the
would
night-
do him some good.
Nope, he didn't even get a long rest because every time he would nod out, I would bat the cage and wake him up. He has been
Damn.
sleep deprived this entire night.
Does he still have his
We're getting straight into
sunglasses?
it now, then.
No, he does not have his sunglasses. We have his sunglasses.
Oh, so he is very uncomfortable now. The cage appears to be big enough to where he could lay down in it, but he's a big boy, so it's not very comfortable, and he's definitely not going out dancing anytime soon, right?
Yep.
So, Solomon, the interrogation may begin.
Oh, good morning. I hope you had a good night.
Oh, just wonderful.
Fantastic. Good to hear. So, a couple of your buddies skedaddled, left you behind. Unfortunate. By chance, you have a rendezvous point nearby another encampment where more of your friends might meet back up together?
If I knew where those cowards were now, I'd kill them myself.
Oh,
What if we gave you a chance to murder them for deserting?
yeah. Feel like hunting them down.
Go on. Tell me more.
Well, well, 2 of them got away, and that doesn't seem right. You know, justice needs to be done for committed crimes and whatnot. If you wanted to hunt them down for their desertion, then perhaps you have an idea where they're going.
Oh, sure. I've done the math, and I've got a pretty good idea of where they were heading. At least one of them.
What's his name? We
Which,
didn't even catch that. The runner's name.
Yeah,
Well-
the young man in the jacket.
oh, that was. You have to be more specific than that. What did he look like? He's yay tall, yay wide. Which one?
Oh,
He had
you
a
know,
patch.
about yay tall and yay wide.
Oh, that could be anybody. Give me more details.
Trying to remember details about the small picture from the map. He was wearing all black, had Hardway written on it. I think he was wearing sunglasses.
I think he had dark hair.
He had dark hair.
Okay.
Did he look like a bitch?
All right, I'll say it.
It was nighttime.
Yeah.
Maybe the easier way to answer this question is tell me who you didn't kill, and I can tell you who got away.
All right, Bronson, before you light that stack on fire, would you bring them one by one and we'll have a little show and tell?
So,
Oh, Lord.
no, but I will lift them up off the pile and show them one by one as I then throw them onto the pyre. And then get the next one, hold him up, let him go. He nods.
Yeah. So he's
Throw him on the fire.
so he's holding his finger up to the dark spot in his beard there, and he's just yep, okay, yeah. You can see the numbers are processing in his mind.
Yep. So we go through that whole rigmarole, showing him all the bodies and then putting them on the pyre.
Okay,
And
so
there you go.
then he looks
who's left?
at the other cage. He says, "There's one more of the young guys. We never got his name. He was just an initiate. But the one that you're probably talking about is Kanan. And Kanan is a coward. Not surprised at all that he ran off when we needed him most."
Immediately. He was not even involved. The first opportunity he got, he hightailed it right out of here.
Right? That was a miscalculation on my part as a leader. You know what I mean? Boy, I really fudged those numbers.
So, if you had an idea where Kanan was headed,
Oh, definitely back to Ironvale.
all right. And any other Hardway lurking about the area? Do you have a second group around, or are you guys the only ones here in Ironvale?
Well, it's funny that you mention that because, well, we never formally met before back in Lucha Town, but I do remember you, maybe not you specifically, but your group of lion aficionados. And when I was running with that faction of the Hardway, I was doing the math, and there just was no room for me there to move up the ranks. So it was time to break off, do my own thing, open my own chapter, and that's the Wolfpack. Well, it was the Wolfpack. You took care of that. Oh, nice. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thanks a bunch. So now it's me and Dingus over here in the cage, starting all over again. With your permission, of course. And then Kanan is out. He can't run with us anymore. Anyway, we don't want to run with Hardway Original. Okay, we just don't see eye to eye. And
Do I feel like he's telling the truth?
Well, give me an insight check.
I'm also curious to know why they wanted to kidnap myself and Snugglecup.
Yeah, it's like
19.
they may not roll with each other anymore, but they sure have a lot of bleed over in terms of their mannerisms and tactics.
All right, so Solomon, he appears to be genuine in what he's saying, although you still feel like he would say anything to get out of this cage. You don't know how much you can trust him, although there's a seed of truth there. So he's withholding a little bit of information, not telling you the whole story, but he's not lying directly either. So, Rosa, were you asking a question as well?
Oh, mostly, I'd like to know why the Hardway decided to kidnap myself and Snugglecup.
Well,
And remind
What were you thinking?
that I stabilized him instead of letting him bleed out.
well, truth is, we wanted the lion, right? We know a guy who likes big cats. We thought we could sell him the cat. We'd make some money out of it, and that would get us the money we need to get to the next town to test for our badges. But that didn't work out, and Rosa it is, right? I think I heard that name between you. It was nothing personal. How do I say this delicately? You seem like you were the best company to have around, like quite the conversationalist. And
Oh my.
you fit your small stature is one of which we could accommodate properly inside this cage. If we put the big guy here inside this cage, he's going to be all cramped up and uncomfortable. We don't want that, right? The other guy, just coming right at us he was going to kill everybody. We couldn't take that guy. So it just kind of spur of the moment thing, and it's just a combination.
Would you have tried to take the old one? The other small person with the beard?
Sure. Yeah, no, we don't discriminate. Hardway Wolfpack is not about that. That's the originals. Those guys, real pieces of work. Not us. That we are equal opportunity. We discriminate equally against everybody. We don't. We're not so bad. We're not so bad. We just get a bad rap. We're trying to start over, really. When you think about it, we're trying to use the name, but turn it into our own brand. It's really a rebranding of the concept with the juice of the name.
That name's out of juice, friend. I suggest that your only way out of this, really, is to abolish that name.
Well, I hear what you're saying, right? Point taken. It's not as simple as you may believe. There are over 100 members of the Hardway all around the kingdom. In fact, one of them is sitting on the council right now and is challenging the world champion in 4 weeks.
That's right.
We could, I'm not married to the name, okay? It could just be rebranded Wolfpack. We probably need to get some wolves in order for that to actually work. The whole wolf thing was kind of like a gimmick that we were running with. If we just go by Wolfpack, I think we'd have to get like fur coats like you guys, which seems like more work.
Such a bad idea. It seems like you have a talent for branding. Honestly, you should go it alone, because I'm going to tell you right here, right now, the Hardway is finished, and if you still want to be a part of it, you're going to be finished too.
Give me an intimidation check.
This is all me, no sock.
So I time this when he finishes his sentence. I light the pyre, and it just poof, Gives it a punch.
22.
A 22?
Yeah.
Okay, so, fingers to his lips again. He's just, yeah. Yeah, what you're saying makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Yeah, I think you may be right on that. So what do we do now? Where do we go from here?
I look over at Rosa.
Go ahead.
I just look over at Rosa, and Bronson makes that comment. I says, "Give me your patch."
Does he still have it? He hasn't been stripped of his jacket yet?
I don't know.
Just his armor, just everything that would help him in a fight.
Oh, okay.
He's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, if he's still got the vest, yeah, absolutely. So he hands you the leather vest with the red hardway written across the rear shoulders. It easily will fit through the slats of the wood and iron cage. And now he looks he not naked, but has been completely dismantled or stripped of all of his flair at this point. The only thing left to take from him is his beard. And you can see that he's he's scratching his beard as he hands it over, like, please, not this too.
I throw the vest on the pyre.
Nice.
All right.
Bronson.
Yeah, all this talk. I tell you what, if you're about changing your tune, we got another hardway guy over here. Maybe we can maybe we can have ourselves a little audition to see who wants to survive the day.
Are you telling me to kill that guy?
You say you're not hardway anymore. That guy's clearly still in the club, so
I can't kill
this
that
other
kid.
guy hasn't been fully inducted yet, right? He's just one of the initiates.
Correct.
Oh, good. So he's expendable.
But no, that's my cousin's kid. You can't just off the kid.
I look at the other guy and go, "Are you out of the hard way?"
He's just roll another intimidation.
Oh, I rolled an 18 on the last one. This one was a 19, 23.
Okay. So he is eagerly nodding his head up and down. He's sweating bullets. You can see this kid is shaking in his boots.
Yeah, for once, and I look back at Rosa again. Bronson? I think the job's done.
All right. I was looking forward to breakfast and a show. But I mean, we've taken everything else from them. If what they say is true, they're not going to be welcomed back with open arms. At least until the heel turn.
Oh, and if by chance any hardway ever comes looking for you or asking questions if they find you, this unfortunate thing that happened here today was what the blunderbuss boys, or what was they called again? Yeah, the blunderbuss boys. Or
The
who
blunderbuss
took you
gang.
out?
That's it.
Come again? The blunder who what?
The blunderbuss gang? Or the blunderbuss boys?
Blunderbuss boy gang. That's you. The five of you. The four of you, the lady, and the cat is the Blunder.
Oh, there were dozens
the
of
Blunder
them.
boys.
Yep.
There were dozens of you. Of course. Nobody could take down Big Daddy Rook all by them. There was a small army.
No. See, now we're giving him a way to save face and go crawling back. It's about to be Great Axe time, is what it is. I got one question for this dude. Why are you guys masquerading around as fake us, specifically me, with this whole fake orc get up?
Oh, that was not me. That was the big guy. Just between you and I, he was not all there, not playing with the full deck of cards. Ever since the fire, he's been a little cuckoo, but great, like very handy with an axe. I mean, not that handy. I mean, as you can see, but still like a scary guy, right? He just gave us a little juice. You see that guy most of the time. You see that guy coming, you just kind of cross the street and walk on the other side. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he's all burned up, right? So he wanted a mask. We got him the mask. He felt great about it.
All right, these two have about outlived their usefulness. I'm glad that we didn't shoot first and ask questions never, but these guys are too big of liabilities to just let go. I don't think it's a good call with how the hard way operates.
You're saying this out loud?
What trouble are there?
Yeah.
Oh no! That's
Final insight check.
On what? What are you looking to? What kind of
See if
information?
these guys are really telling the truth, if they're being fully honest, that they're not going to go back to the hard way.
Okay, give me roll an insight check.
I decided to use the right yellow die today. That's a natural 20.
Okay. Well, the way our insight checks is they aren't 100% lie detectors, but you can observe speech patterns in body language, and what you can determine is that any bit of fight that was left in him is gone. He's not equipped to attack. He's been completely stripped of his men, his gear. He really has nothing at this point, and is does not appear to be escalating the conversation in any way. It's hard to tell what he will do, right? Because this is the first time you've had a conversation with him, but he does, at any mention of killing either one of them or you guys killing him, he's trying to defuse that situation rather than to be return the aggression towards you. Does that answer your question? Is that vague enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bronson.
How about I do a little bit of rune casting?
Sure.
Maybe get some answers from a higher power.
The bones are going to determine you guys' fate. Yeah, this is going to be good.
Yeah, this is better than anything I could say.
So, I'm gonna take my mat out.
Roll low one.
I don't have to roll for this, I don't believe. It's a divination spell, range self. By casting basically these runes, you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. So...
30 minutes.
Let them go.
Yeah.
The results of a specific course of action, right? So if we're planning to, say, take out, or no, not take out, just
Let them live.
Yeah, let them live. We decide that in the next 30 minutes. I should be able to maybe see some sort of omen or result. Is that fair? Oh.
Yep. Okay, so I just sent you the omen. It's kind of like sending you a fortune cookie slip. Vague, but always promising.
You better hope the bones say something positive for you.
And this is the course of action if we let them live, correct?
Correct.
Well, can you phrase a question in the runes? Is that how it works?
Yeah, she's asking, is this a good idea to let them live? Like,
Yeah.
Did I? Okay, Rosa, what I sent you, is that enough?
I mean, yeah, it should
Okay.
work. It's definitely very vague.
Good. I don't want to be too on the nose about rune talk. You know what I mean? Because we've done that before. I think it's more fun this way. So, what do the runes say?
Says that they're going to, and I kind of shuffle some things around. Someone will meet us and help us. I kind of double check my work, and I turn to the gentleman in the cage and go, well, if you think you've truly renounced your ways, how much are you willing to bet on it?
What do you mean? I have nothing to bet. You guys took everything.
You have the biggest thing to bet, my friend.
Exactly. Well, let's stake your life on it. We see you anywhere, dealing with the hard way, helping the hard way, whatever else you may see in your little equations. I will not hold this gentleman over here back from finishing the job.
Give me an intimidation check.
Oh, man.
Me either.
Intimidation.
Or I might just kill you myself.
Oh, boy, I do not have any...
So, hold on.
You have +1 buff to your
Hold on.
charisma.
So I'm trained in intimidation too. So as she's doing this, I'm just slowly sauntering up behind her, and just the silhouette of Bronson is just eclipsing, like getting looming large behind her. And so it's like, I want to help with that intimidation check.
Sure. Roll with advantage, Rosa. So give me a second roll.
Oh my god, I rolled the same number.
No. I trip and fall on Rosa.
So he looks at you, Rosa, and he goes, I know you're trying to make me afraid of you, but you're just so gosh darn cute. I hear you. Don't take offense, but you are just a lovely person.
Yeah, now I pout a little bit. Before I think it's a pout.
I think we're gonna finish up our business here, and maybe just for everybody's ease of mind, we'll leave the key to your cage just out of arm's reach, so you're really gonna have to be clever to get it.
Yeah, he's a good mathematician. He'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll figure something out.
You know, that's totally reasonable. You do what you got to do. You know, and I wish you and the Blunder Boys the best of luck moving forward. I wish I could say that it was a pleasure, but it wasn't. You know, for a bunch of freaks like us, this was a bad time. Maybe the next time we meet be under better circumstances.
I sure hope it is. Should we pack up?
Yeah. Let's
Yep.
do it.
All right, so you're gonna pack up and leave the key with just out of reach of the cage, and you're going to leave the camp and head where?
Back to Ironvale, I guess.
Okay, fair enough. Well, let's.
I tell you what, since we're being generous, we'll make sure that we leave a little stack of provisions. So
There are
these
beans
guys
in
can,
that cart.
yeah, exactly. That we'll make sure that we leave enough supplies for them to not die in the wilderness. And on our way out, I'm gonna tell Big Daddy Rook that like don't let us see you in Irondale. Is that right?
Vale.
Iron Vale. Yeah, don't let us see you there. Go ahead somewhere in the opposite direction.
Yeah, absolutely. I owe you one, big guy. And again, sorry about the mask. That was in poor taste.
Culturally insensitive.
I see that now. That was in poor taste. It's
Oh no, don't worry. I got a cool new mask out of it.
seemed like a good idea at the time, but it seems kind of effed up now. So, appreciate the beans. Safe travels your way. Me and the kid here, I'll get him back to my cousin's place, and we will do other things. So have a good one.
Become a blacksmith or something. You need to make more chainmail for yourself.
I have an idea. Learn math.
He seems to know it.
Damn.
He's got listen, it's arithmancy. It's not that the numbers have to make sense. He makes them make sense. He controls the numbers.
Statistics are bullshit anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll make sure that they can get out of their cages with a little bit of effort, and then leave them enough supplies to not die in the wilderness. And they've been instructed to go one way, we're going the other way, and we'll go back to Iron Town, Vilson,
Ironvale.
At that place.
So here we are back at Ironvale.
What did you say the dude that got away's name was? Just I forgot to write it down.
Kanan?
Kanan.
Just like Kanan Jarrus.
Got it. Kanan. Okay.
I live for Star Wars references.
High five.
Okay. Let's see. I gotta drop the party here. Oh, not there. Over here. There we go. So you're kind of over here. Bronson, we will use your marker for the entire party.
Okay.
Just so everybody doesn't complain that they can't move their token.
Well, I assume, as always, I'm riding on Bronson's back for comfort and convenience.
We can all ride on Bronson's back at the same time.
Hooray!
It's just like Atlas holding up a cart, just running with it.
No, a bleachers. Just a bleachers with all the rest of the party on it.
Oh my god.
So as you enter town, you notice many things about the town. It's still a bustling town, a very active marketplace at the otherwise known as the Knoll Foods Market. The Grapplebees is still banging, serving
Listen.
margaritas. The Gobby Lobby has its doors open. There are town guards in the same place where they always are, on the lookout in the crow's nest above the marketplace and in front of the warden's mansion. The Risky Rabbit is open for business, and there is a homeless man at the edge of town between the markets and the docks. That is the only difference is this man, who you don't recognize, but he's striking in his appearance. So I will show you what he looks like, and then you can decide to walk right past him and never talk to him.
Pedro Pascal?
There he is. So he's a big dude, right? But You can tell he's definitely seen some better days.
Is he
And-
like panhandling, or is he
Yes.
just looking disheveled?
Right. So he looks at you all. Are you wearing the lion cloaks at this time?
Yes. I
Okay,
am.
so fully decked out with the lion cloaks, the shiny gear, the shield, the chainmail coif. He definitely spots a couple marks, and he's like, hey, how would you like to help a guy out?"
Sure.
Sure. I tell you what, I'm a great and talented fighter,
Mhm.
and you look like a man who is more than just muscles. You look like a man who enjoys a riddle every now and then.
No, Lord.
I'll make you a bet that if you can solve my riddles, I will teach you my ultimate technique. But if you can't solve my riddles, you have to pay me 50 gold.
Can I just pay you 50 gold to not have to have this discussion?
Did I say 50 gold? I meant 500 gold.
Okay. How about some rations? Would you
Oh.
like a sandwich? You look hungry, buddy.
No. I prefer the kind of food that jingles, if you know what I mean.
That's good. That's these rations. It's hardtack.
You know, I get all my food from the Risky Rabbit, so we're going to need some coin.
They don't have a chef.
No, they have great food. Their food is it's fantastic.
Actually, their food is people.
They are good people. So, about these riddles,
All right, let's do the riddle.
let's hit you with the riddles. Riddle number 1, my friends. I have a head and a tail, but no body. What am I?
Coin.
Yep.
The lady. The lady enjoys a riddle. I had a feeling.
I was gonna say the wind, headwind, tailwind, no body.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Most of the hard way.
Riddle number
All valid
Riddle-
answers.
Riddle number 2. I am a circle. How many sides do I have?
2.
Yes.
Wise
Inside
man.
and outside.
Yes, you've heard that one before. Good man. Number 3.
Oh my god, I swear to God.
Are you
Question the third.
is Zinth having a hard time with this?
No, not that. Just go on.
Okay. Riddle number 3. If I run a race and I pass the person in second place, what place am I in?
Second.
That's right, second place.
Okay, it's not what I was thinking. That's okay.
No,
Oh my
read it again, and imagine there's only
No,
one
not that.
person.
Not that.
Okay.
I thought the first two he was just talking about money, just money riddles.
Ah,
Number 4. I start at the end and finish at the before. What am I?
Rise.
E.
The letter E. You're
Letter
correct.
E.
Almost there. 2 more to go.
do I hear Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Number 5. In a house full of 100 rooms, with 100 doors filled with 100 of the undead, I am the safest room. What am I?
The one.
The living room.
Yeah.
The living room. There you go. And here's number
One with
6.
Rosa.
You know, it's been quite a while since anybody's gotten all these riddles. Have you heard these before? Somebody told you. They told you, didn't they?
I don't know riddles.
What's a riddle?
I have 6 faces but cannot smile, 21 eyes but cannot see. What am I?
Die.
A what?
Like a die. Or
Yeah,
like a six
dice.
die.
So he purses his lips and he says, "All right,
Let me teach you this move.
all right, you got me." Um,
So what's this ultimate technique you were gonna teach my friend here?
well,
To kill clickers.
allow me to introduce myself. Former boxing champion of Iron Vale, I go by the name Arvo the Great. You probably haven't heard of me. It's been a little while since I've done anything important.
Have
But I'm
I
about
heard of
to-
this guy?
What's that?
I said, have I heard of this guy?
Yeah, roll history.
Oh. Let me double check that history buffet. I got an 8.
Nope.
I'm gonna pull up my clipboard and see what I have on this guy, and the clipboard actually gives me advantage on history checks, so I'm gonna give that a roll if you don't mind.
Sure, we'll give you one more roll.
No, the misspelled. Sorry.
Growl 20.
No, Eol. Total of 20 on the first one. I mean, I could roll with advantage. It would get better, but
Well, it's
21.
just going to be your first roll here, but 20 is certainly enough. So yeah, you have heard of the name Arvo. It's short for Arvoman. But yeah, he was in fact a boxing champion, a disgraced boxing champion who kind of sullied his reputation over. You can't quite remember what it was, but he's a disgraced fighter, but was a champion fighter. And he tells
Solomon.
you the move I'm going to teach you is called the Star Punch.
Ooh.
But it'll take a couple days of practice in order to really get it right. It's as soon as I earn enough money to go grab a bite to eat, we could start training right away.
I got you.
Let's just take him to Grapplebee's. We know the owner.
Grapplebee's,
No, take him to Knoll
yay!
Foods. Take him to Knoll Foods and get him a glass full of egg yolks.
You make him go chase down a chicken, and then
Before we get all the way into town, I don't feel as comfortable walking into town in my natural appearance, so I'm actually just gonna throw out a quick, weird wig and a unibrow.
sure.
Hey,
So I'm like-
Solomon.
A dark-haired mullet and a bushy unibrow.
Nice.
I saw this guy on a box of cereal one time. Is this the guy? And I flip through the clipboard and I show Solomon. Just like a
Solomon.
cutout from a box of
Saurians.
Wheaties with this guy on it. That's all I got.
He's cousin Nico cousin something from Grand Theft Auto 4.
Oh, Roman?
Yeah, cousin Roman. That's it.
Is that a reference you got?
Yeah.
Cousin Roman. That's a good alias. I'll use it. Cousin Roman.
Cool, I'll be Nico. No, I won't. I don't want to do the accent.
Ah.
All right, so I think we will do our best to just go ahead and. Is there any other pressing business that we had in Irondale? I think basically it was just try and get to the gym, right?
As we walk across the market, I eyeball Gobby Lobby and I was like, weren't we supposed to do something about that?
Yeah. Firebomb it.
I have those.
Yeah, but we have to eat before we firebomb. Otherwise, we
Well,
have to
yeah.
run.
We'll eat, and maybe I'll take care of the firebombing while you two get your badges.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Plausible deniability. That's what we're all about in the Young Lions.
Ah.
Love it.
And that'll hopefully get us some more sponsorship money.
And if we get in trouble, I'll save me.
And?
Awesome.
And my banjo.
You have a
And,
banjo?
and Fry if you have, and yourself, Leela. And Fry if you have time. And my banjo.
Let's learn this Star Punch.
And my axe.
Do you feel comfortable coming to commit arson with me? Gator.
Arson, you say? Maybe if we called it something else. Yeah. Let's go warm things up.
Fantastic.
So what's the plan here? You've got
I want to
Arvo.
learn the Star Punch.
Okay.
Me too.
We're going, yeah, lunch, right?
Gator
So,
wants to eat too.
so he says as soon as he gets some food, he can start teaching the technique. You take him to Grapplebee's or?
Yeah.
Okay. And who's going there?
I'll go
Wanna
with
learn the punch?
bees.
Gator will follow. He wants wings.
So everybody's going?
No. Remember, don't eat the wings. Yeah.
I don't know. You know what? I will come, but I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
What about Snuggle Cup?
He's adorable.
Snuggle Cup knows sit, stay, come,
Okay.
and fetch now.
All right, so we're not worried about anybody eyeballing us over the line or anything like that. That's fine.
So we're gonna discuss the fact that that dude wanted to steal Snuggle Cup to potentially sell to the guy who hired us.
I mean, I could throw Snug on a leash and cast invisibility at 3rd level and turn both of us invisible.
Don't burn your spell slots. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll
So,
keep an eye on Snug.
so we
Patio.
we go to the Grapplebee's and we will assume we're going to fast forward a little bit here. He eats ravenously at the Grapplebee's, just so all the appetizers, and he's
Gator's
got
right there with him.
so many stories about he fought this guy this one time and he won here and he met this guy. You believe half of the stories are partially true and the other half are completely made up. But he's not a bad guy. And he orders beer with his food. He's getting more and more drunk as he goes along. But
Gator regales him with the story of when he fell 200 feet from a clipper ship.
oh, he loves your story. He loves it and believes it. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story, he says.
Exactly, yes. That's what I've always said. You're a good guy, slap my back.
So he takes a real liking to Gator.
Oops.
And the two of you eat and drink and tell stories. And so unless anybody else would like to do anything, you can continue doing that until he's had his fill and then go train with him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Okay. So by the time he's done, maybe 2 hours have passed, and he is visibly intoxicated. And he cannot wait to teach you this technique. So he leads you to basically a secluded area, off camera.
Where his buddies jump us.
Um,
Can
And-
Kuma interrupt again real quick?
yeah.
I sent you a DM. Can this music be playing in the background, please? Everybody will get it. Training for the Star
Well-
Punch.
Well,
Except Zenth.
Yeah,
of
he
course.
was.
I won't get it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, he was born in 2028, so I mean,
2050 actually. 2050, almost.
20 XDX.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Because that way it's not established when he was born.
Yeah,
I like that actually.
I don't have Eye of the Tiger, but I should have had it. Should have had it queued up there. So he is definitely drunk. He's slurring his words. His dojo, as he calls it, is just like a clearing between a couple
Dumpster.
houses. Yeah, there's dumpsters and garbage and some kind of mammal. It might be a raccoon or a cat or just a really large rodent. So he teaches Bronson and Zinthral and anybody else who wants to pay attention this move, which he calls the Star Punch. And it is a charging uppercut punch that will,
Ooh.
if you use your movement, your action, and your bonus action, all three, you can deal triple unarmed damage.
How many times can you use it?
You can use it every round.
You have to earn stars, duh.
But
Oh my god, you're right.
remember that you cannot move or use a bonus action if you're going to use the action. If you're going to use that,
So it uses your entire turn.
it uses your entire turn. It deals triple unarmed damage
Now,
or unarmed combat damage.
what if, per se, I'm allowed to attack twice in one turn?
Nope. He's
No,
saying it's
your-
a move. It is literally it's like a spell that takes your entire turn
Yeah,
to cast.
It is your entire turn. So you've got to charge and then unload this. What do you call it? Shoryuken? Or,
It takes a full
okay.
6 seconds to
Uppercut.
fire the punch off.
John Choi uppercut. Sorry, I had to.
While whoever does this does that, I'll be training with Snugglecup.
Sure. And this whole process, it takes a while to learn. In fact, you can't master the technique in just one day. It's going to, it says, look, you're kind of getting it, but you're not turning at the hip the right way in order to really get the full force of this strike. I'm going to need at least another day or two teaching you guys this, and I want you to get it right. So if we can meet back at Grapplebee's for breakfast tomorrow morning, I would love to really put the final touches on this ultimate technique. You will not regret it. So what do you say?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have us practice in a meat freezing plant, a meat packing plant, rather.
I'm considering starting to train Snugglecup to attack people.
Yes,
By
do it.
using him.
Juice it. Juice it.
No.
So as the sun is setting over Iron Vale, you start considering about where you may sleep on this fine evening. And you're really not that far from where you had slept before. Although, if you remember what happened the last time you were in the Risky Rabbit, that may not be a great decision. So what do you do?
Gotta disconnect.
I mean,
No, you're still there.
Okay.
we could go flex at the Risky Rabbit. I mean, I don't like. We have authority from Mistress Wolf.
Yeah, what was the issue of staying at the Risky Rabbit?
Ambrose?
Oh, that's not my problem.
I'm not worried about him.
I was gonna say, like, what was?
And
that-
I'm the one who
what was
made
the
him
issue?
take a walk.
You'll be all
If he
right.
gets within 10 feet, I can hit him with poison spray. I'm not worried about him. That's 2d12 poison damage.
We got his replacement right here. He could be the new head of security there. Look at that. We're solving problems
It's
all
true.
over the place. And he's less
me.
rapey.
Friend, would you like a job?
Oh, yes. Yes. Wait, who do I have to beat up?
Nobody yet.
Well, his name might be Ambrose.
Yeah, I'll beat him up so good you won't believe it. You'll love
Real
it.
life fictional wrestling fact: if Rick Rude versus Rocky Balboa happened, that would have been amazing.
By the way, if you're disguised, Solomon, I mean, what are the chances that he puts 2 and 2 together and doesn't just get distracted by Zinth? I mean, maybe that we don't have to even deal with the problem because you're not in the same outfit. You're not the same person.
That's true.
He's really, "Ugh, you got another
He
short
probably
guy,
won't
great."
recognize me because he's an absolute fool.
Yep.
Huh.
So everybody's going to the Risky Rabbit?
Well,
I
have
tell
no
you what,
qualms.
I'll even put up the coin to put up Arvo for the evening.
Oh, so he would like to hug you and sob openly into your chest.
But that includes a requirement for him to bathe.
Oh, you bet. You bet.
Someone prestidigitate his clothes, please.
Oh.
I snap my fingers.
Oh,
It is
this,
done.
Now he's presentable enough to go into a whorehouse, so.
Oof.
this is the best day he's had in quite a while. He's very happy to go with you to the Risky Rabbit, as are the patrons of the Risky Rabbit, happy to see you. All the does are in attendance. Also in the corner, you see Grady Celtigar in the corner eating an orange, a small orange, a clementine to be exact. He just gives you a very low effort thumbs up as you walk in. And he's surrounded by two of the does who are also eating clementines.
Oh, Grady.
Probably the best of choices to eat a clementine instead of the meat here.
No scurvy for those folks.
Amen. And then do you all just head right back to your rooms?
Yeah, I want to get Arvo set up where he gets, he can sleep in an actual bed and everything like that. I mean, like, I don't know if I'm going to buy him the, a consort for the evening, but, definitely at least get him a room and a bath.
Sure. So he gets all set up there. That's no issues there. You don't run into Ambrose. It appears he is still not returned from whatever mission.
He went for a walk.
Allegedly, right? So right now it's the inmates running the asylum there. Who knows who's in charge? But you go to your room, and am I correct in assuming that everybody wants to go right to bed?
Yeah, I don't think I
Yeah,
have
we're
any.
Didn't we just have lunch? Isn't it like the middle of the
No.
day?
We spent the whole
trained
rest of the
the whole
day training.
bunch,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Training.
Yep.
Okay, so four of you go directly to your room. Rosa, you decide to hold back, and there's something that you've been meaning to do. Now seems like a good opportunity to do it, now that the party is safe and is back at a safe place. Do you want to go ahead and tell the party what Rosa has been working on the side?
A gun.
Ah.
Oh boy.
A dirty ball.
No, something much simpler. The night of the attack, when we had our long rest, I had some trouble sleeping. So I sat down and I wrote a letter to my mother. And I will be sending that in the post, and I thought I'd go ahead and just basically read what I'd written, so.
Ooh, nice.
All right. So it starts, Honored Mother, I hope you and Father are well back home. It's been some time since my last letter to you since I arrived in the capital. I write to you in great distress. In my time traveling with the young lions, I have had to question myself and my faith. My dream is not as I thought it would be. I have found that the King's Road is paved with broken dreams and bleached skulls. In my dreams, I see the shocked face of a charmed and helpless man as my half-orc companion moves in for the kill. I still feel the hand around my mouth from an attempted abduction. Now I see a lifeless body face down in the mud. Every detail of his death is burned forever in my memory. I did not heed the warning of the 3 knocks, and in an instant, my hands of healing became the cold hands of death. Mother, I have failed you and the teachings you instilled in me, and now beg for your guidance. I feel in my heart that mercy has to take other forms. Please teach me how. My pleas to Moradin fall on deaf ears. Your daughter, Rosa.
Well done.
God damn.
Damn. Yeah.
I was
Damn.
waiting for someone to play like an applause sound effect or something.
Hold
Like,
on,
'cause I don't play with the soundboard, so I don't know.
Moved silence. That's all you get.
That was good. So
So is that for us just in person or in character?
well, that would have
Go ahead, Saucey.
the way I understood it, that was a private letter that you would have written and sent via the post through the Risky Rabbit. Although if you want to share the contents of that letter with the party, you are welcome to do so.
Well, I guess I will. You know, that's the part I actually didn't think about.
It's absolutely fine if you don't want to do it in character. It's still amazing,
Okay.
and I'm sure we
Thanks
will
for
be
sharing
dealing.
anyway.
Yeah, we will be revisiting the ramifications of it. You know?
Yep.
Yeah,
No, that was a cutaway with like the letter on one side of the
Uh-huh.
screen and Rosa's face
Yeah.
and her writing at the desk on the other. Yeah, that's all that was.
yeah. Okay, you get it. That's
Yep.
kind of what I was
Perfect.
going for.
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay, so that'll wrap up the evening. You go to bed without incident, no issues there. Everybody gets a long rest. Snuggle Cup is fine. Everybody's all good. Ambrose still doesn't return. Next morning, everybody's back up, including Arvo, who looks, who you can hear audibly agitated in the hallways, just shouting things unintelligibly, but clearly the sound of his voice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go deal with the situation that I created then. What's all this now?
So one of the girls working there says he's demanding booze, but he won't pay. He has to leave. He's been thrown out of here before. Ambrose wouldn't even let him in here if he were back by now.
All right, Arvo, we got business that we need to attend to anyway. Let's go get some breakfast at the Cracker Barrel or wherever.
I was gonna say Arby's. I'm not gonna lie.
I want Culver's.
Tired of eating Grapplebees at this point. So I mean, like, if we could just get some like Bojangles or something like that, that would be great.
Oh,
No, no, Joe Bangles.
Okay.
And then and then we'll go finish training. I'll try and diffuse this situation and be like, listen, man, like, we can't be doing this. We gotta go.
Okay.
I want Popeyes.
Any
So-
Waffle Huts in town?
What?
Do we all want to die?
While that is going on, does anybody else have anything they want to work on this day?
I mean, if
Over
they're
some
gonna be
beer.
training, I'll train with Snuggle Cup.
Okay. And what are you teaching Snug?
I think I'm teaching Snug the fundamentals of combat.
Okay, so give me an idea. Are we teaching
To attack pointed targets.
Train him like Sif.
so to like an attack dog, like a police dog would be to to bite onto an arm and kind of drag the assailant to the ground, or like are you teaching to kill? Like subdue or kill, or which are you going for?
I mean,
How are you gonna lie?
we're in a
lion
fight
not
for
be a
our
lion?
life. Yeah, how is the lion not gonna be a lion? I'm teaching him to kill.
Okay, let's have a roll with expertise.
Ah,
So that'd be
good
a
thing I got that expertise thing.
D20 plus twice your proficiency bonus.
And
Yeah,
Bardic
so
Inspiration.
I'm up to some. I don't get to
Ah.
Bardic myself.
Aw.
So that's going to be 16.
Okay, so we've now crossed the threshold as Rosa was concerned about all the death and destruction upon the road. On the other hand, you are teaching your giant magical lion how to kill anything you put in front of it. And it does, and it works. The command has been trained successfully, so attack to kill, you can add that to Snuggle Cup's repertoire of maneuvers.
How much does getting trained? How much of the day does it take up?
It'll take a full day of training.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably most of the day right there.
Because he's pretty drunk and wants to stop and tell stories often. he has a hard time focusing on what he's teaching you, but you can see that there are every now and then he will give you a bit of technical fight knowledge that is new and kind of is an aha moment where you instantly go, you know what? I just needed to hear someone say do that thing, and now like I got that technique.
Instructions unclear. Zinth has now been training under Solomon. He now knows attack.
I know how to attack 3 times now.
No, I just imagine I posted Homer's boxing practice chat, and I just imagine that's how it goes. He punches the fly and it lives.
So on this particular day, it is a hot day. So by the time it's in the afternoon, Arvo says, you know, what do you say we call it an early day here, boys? Let's go get a couple cold ones over at the Grapplebees, and you know, and we'll pick this up again tomorrow, and we can really finish things off tomorrow. What do you say?
Have we successfully learned this technique, and is he just milking this at this point?
Well, if you were to use it now, you could deal double unarmed damage with the move.
Gotcha. So we got one more for real.
Yeah. So one more day.
Before things get too crazy, Gator does need to hit the jeweler. Not literally, but to stop by the jeweler, because I learned 2 new spells, and I need ruby dust and I need crystal beads.
Okay.
I think you can get the crystal beads at the Risky Rabbit.
I don't want those. No. Use those beads, I'm telling you. Why do the beads come in different colors when they always come out brown?
What? Why are they all linked together?
My God. Okay.
You
Well,
don't lose any of them.
do you have a cost for those items?
Where's the base flanged?
The crystal bead does not come with a cost. I'm assuming it's assumed to be like Herkimer diamonds or something that can be just found. But 50 gold pieces worth of ruby dust for each casting of counterspell. So I'm gonna take 3 pinches of ruby dust.
Now remember, we banned counterspell in this campaign.
Oh no! So no, I did not take counterspell.
You're gonna want to take a different spell.
It has been counted.
Okay. Well, can I hit you with the Uno reverse card? I'm just kidding.
You can hit the DM with the card, sure, but for personal reasons, I'm not allowing counter spell to be used in the campaign. I don't want anybody countering your spell, and I don't want you countering a cool thing that I have written. So just replace that with something else if you don't mind.
Fireball. I'm just
Yes.
no, I hate Fireball.
Fireball is the best.
And then
Try being a DM. Fireball sucks. They want to know everything that they can do with it. Can I use the Fireball to explode myself backwards up away from danger? I don't.
What? I've always used it just to kill party members.
Force. It's just an explosion of fire.
No, sarcasm.
So once you pick out that spell, go ahead and deduct the cost of whatever the component cost is to cast it. You can do that on the side. Okay. Let's move to Solomon. Are you still working with Snuggle Cup?
I say if there's another day of training, there is one more skill that I would want out of him.
Okay, what's that?
Got it upgrade. Track.
Sure. Go ahead and roll for that.
Yes.
Hey, you
1d3.
have the dog collar, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a weird-looking little guy with a unibrow, a black mullet, and a dog collar on black armor.
Yeah, so you successfully... You can add that to the list of techniques as well.
Fantastic.
There you go. Rosa, what do you have planned for this day?
After I send off the letter, I will attend to the ladies at the Risky Rabbit.
Okay. So while doing so, it kind of centers you, right? It brings you back to the time where you were back with Mistress Wolf in Lucha Lucha Town when you were providing support, medical and to a lesser extent magical support, healing the ladies there, as well as any other women who were on the run in need. And it makes you think of a friend you made there in Lucha Lucha Town by the name of Kira. It's been a while since you've seen Kira. You wonder how she's doing. Hope she's well. And you do miss her. So it's a cathartic moment for you because you're doing what you know how to do well, but at the same time, you wonder, what are you doing in this place? Do you even belong here?
Sounds about right.
Okay, so that'll wrap up this day of training as well. While in the Grapple Bees, Arvo does tell more stories to Bronson and Zinthral, and he starts to tell you about the warden and the badge test for Territory 2. He says, now what you're going to need to do is once you learn this technique, you're going to want to go over to the warden's house. You're going to want to get nice and liquored up. Then you're going to head down to his basement lair under his mansion. And then you're going to take off your shirt, and then you're just going to punch people in the face until he's happy about it. Roll an insight check.
Okay. Ooh.
15.
23.
Okay. From the story that he's telling you, you can tell he's dumbing down the situation a little bit, but from what you know about the warden already, it doesn't seem completely out of character that he would make people fight for his own pleasure of watching. And the informality of it certainly checks out with Iron Vale in general and just the way things are done here. So it's hard to say what to expect once you head over there to challenge for the badge. But you haven't seen or heard anybody in town who's taken the test who has explained specifically about how it's going to go down. Although you start to get the feeling that you should probably get the ball rolling on that. So that day will come to a close unless anybody has any other things that they would like to do. And they will bring you back to the Risky Rabbit. Arvo tries to go in the Risky Rabbit again to take his room, but he is forcefully ejected from the building. He curses at the bodyguards and just tells you, don't worry about him. He's used to it. He'll see you in the morning. Meet in the alley where you've been training.
Sounds good.
Okay. So everybody go ahead and rest up. Long rest again. Wake up the next morning in the room. Surprisingly quiet in the hallway this morning. Everybody can sleep in today. What do you do?
I gotta get up and train.
Okay. So right to it. Bronson goes over to the training ground. Zinthral, how about you?
Training?
You go with it. Perfect.
Yep.
Anybody else?
We'll take a walk around town.
Okay, you're just going to take a stroll around town.
Gator has to look for a lot of books.
Books?
Lots of books. Looking for a spell.
Okay, well, we will assume that Gator does find the book that has said spell. And for a reasonable price, Gator can buy that book, or for a much lower price, he could try to just steal the book. Doesn't matter to me. We'll find out what spell that was next week, I think.
Yeah. Just let's handle that. Otherwise.
And Solomon, what is
If
on
I got
your...
another day with Snug, I'm gonna give it to Snug.
Give what to
I got
Snug?
another good one, I think.
Okay.
Another trick.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Defend.
Defend a person?
Yeah.
Like guard.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll for that.
Or maybe even like an object, like defend this wagon
Sure.
or whatever. Defend this. That's an 8. That's only a 15.
Okay, so unfortunately, still going to take some practice to get that one right. Not far off from getting it, but it is going to take just a little bit more instruction before you get there.
Don't worry, Snug. We got plenty of more time.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Bronson and Zinthral, as you approach the alleyway, you enter and you see there is Arvo sleeping on newspapers on the ground with an empty bottle next to him. And he looks dirty and disheveled. There's some kind of animal that was chewing on a part of his body. But he's awake and notices you guys and happy to see you as you approach. He says, "Oh, he said, oh, hey boys, let's finish up that. Yeah, let me show you how to punch people. It'll be great."
Do you want like a tent or something like that? Like, do you...
Yeah. You have a tent?
We'll get you hooked up somehow. This is bad, man.
Starting to sound like Frank from Shameless.
Okay, so he's very pleased to hear that somebody's looking out for him for once. He gives you all the intricacies of the maneuver. You can go ahead and add the star punch to your list of ultimate techniques. Once again,
Awesome.
Use your entire action and movement and bonus actions to do triple unarmed damage. And you can use that every turn as long as you are stationary. And then Arvo, he's not crying, but you can tell he's sad and proud at the same moment that he has nothing else left to teach you guys, no more riddles to give you. It's time to let you spread your wings and fly throughout Ironvale and the rest of the kingdom. So he bids you a fond farewell.
Bye, buddy. Well, let us go handle this, badge situation, and then we'll try and get you hooked up with like some accommodations or something like that. We got to be able to get this guy out of having to sleep on the ground,
Maybe a
getting
portable
bit by
stove.
rats.
Maybe a mini fridge.
I
Who
mean,
knows?
just a tent and some supplies or something like that.
So he turns around to walk away. He pulls his hat over his face, and you hear him mumble something along the lines of, "Shut up, I'm not crying, you're crying." So you walk back into the main streets of Ironvale, right in front of the Knoll Foods. At this time, Rosa finishes a circuit around town and comes to greet you. Rosa, you've learned quite a few things about the town just by observing. The Knoll Foods is a market of all types of things. At times, you see some familiar faces in town. You see Bannon, that is the current husband of Alicine, Bronson's old flame. They do shop there to pick out some produce and things. At the Grapplebees, you see Arturo is present inside the building, shoots you a quick glance and a nod, but doesn't do anything obvious to draw attention to your relationship. At the docks, it's a busy day. There are new challengers coming in from the docks. Some of them are in amazing shape and look like they are in real trouble, or they could be real trouble. Specifically, you see two people who you recognize as fighters who had been in Lucha Lucha Town. Now, you didn't see them fight because you didn't join the party until after that fight, I believe. No, you were there. You were there. So, one of the guys did win his bracket and did challenge for a badge. The other one did not, but still looks familiar. You can't put your finger on what the name is, but they are definitely contenders. And then the Gobby Lobby itself, you see that it's open and you can peek into the door. You see there's one man inside the Gobby Lobby. He's an older gentleman with salt and pepper hair and a beard. He's a little he looks like he's on the surly side. The actual building itself, it doesn't look like it's very well stocked, just peeking in through the front doors, which is curious. And then at the warden's house, you see that there is, of course, as always, a strong presence of Capitol Guard in front of the building, as well as a guard captain who are checking identification as people enter the building for the purpose of taking the badge test. You relay this information to Bronson and to Zinthral, and now you are reunited with a good portion of the day left over. It's only about lunchtime.
I'm ready to go do my badge test.
I was gonna say, were there any hardway or noticeable hardway people coming from the docks?
No.
Okay.
So you'd like to go directly to the mansion. Do I understand that correctly?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
What's stopping us?
Okay. And at this time, Gator is in the area. We will say Gator hanging out at the Risky Rabbit. And Solomon, you would be there as well. You can see your party of young lions reunited, and you may both take the opportunity to rejoin them now if you like.
Might swing by and be like, if they're checking IDs on everyone, I'm actually threw together this look on the spot. I don't have any documentation for who I am. My Solomon getup is still a little damaged. I've been working real hard with Snugglecup. I absolutely forgot to repair my disguise. It might be best if I don't go in. Now you
don't sweat it.
It's a brawl. The two of you.
Yeah,
can brawl.
we got told what the deal was. Like, go handle Tricky Dicky, and then we'll see about getting you moved up the list. So I'm expecting that we'll just be able to roll up to the front door and sort of request, let them know that we were sent on an errand by the warden and that we're here to report back on it.
I think it might actually be good if all the young lions were here for this event today. And clearly, old cousin Roman isn't one of the young lions, so I shouldn't be here.
Okay. I mean, we can regroup first and then head over to it. I don't have any problem with that.
Let's just say all the young lions were at this event today, and I give y'all a big wink. Take Snug. He's very responsive now.
Is he?
But if you try to tell him to defend something, he might attack it.
Good to know.
We're not there yet.
All right, so don't put him on guard duty for Rosa.
And out of character, I have a -1, so that should not be me handling Snug.
Yep.
Snug, defend Gator.
Okay.
Takes a swipe at him. Yep, that tracks.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, but I could use alter self and take a swipe at him.
He will sit, stay, come, and fetch with no issues. He's got those down pat.
Okay, so are we approaching the mansion?
I think everybody but me.
We're not like wanted or anything, are we?
No.
I think so.
Okay.
No, we're not.
No,
Wanna make
Rosa.
No, I fixed that.
Yeah, Rosa, as you've been strolling around town, there are some wanted signs, but they all have depictions of the Blunderbuss gang on them, wanted for multiple crimes, murder, arson, horse thievery.
Buggery.
That's right, tomfoolery, just terrible things.
Did you hear that? This town is dangerous. Don't stray too far from me, Bronson.
You got it, boss.
Okay, so you go to approach the mansion and you are intercepted by what are clearly Capitol Guard. These are the guys that they call the roadies, right? The not from this town, from the capital, but still have a presence here only because it's a sanctioned Kings Road location. There is a guard captain there. He sees you approach. You are stopped by the guards.
That's fine. We're we'll just try and go through the process.
Okay.
Of getting, Hi, we are good afternoon, sir. We have been placed on an errand by the warden, and we have come to report on that errand. If you would please inform him that the young lions have returned to.
Yeah, we murdered a bunch of people and we won. Anyway, get your guy.
Yeah.
He says, no, you misunderstood. The warden busy today. I'm the law around here. Nobody gets in.
Yeah, that's great. Fancy pants. Out the way.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I forgot. Here's our invitation, and I hand him, 10 gold coins.
That's a good invitation.
Okay, so he takes the 10 gold coins and he says, you see now, this here location is reserved for Kings Road activities only.
And then I flash the belt.
You want to see the pass?
Oh, you have a pass. Now that is a conversation that we can have. So you are a challenger on the King's Road. Is that correct?
We both are, yeah.
Oh, you both are.
Yes.
Well,
step out the way.
What about your friend behind you? Is the cat also a contender on the King's Road?
Maybe.
Depends. Do you
He's
want
the
him?
mascot.
We want to give him his first badge.
So, how many of you have badges?
Just two
Me.
of us.
Just two of you. Okay. So, can I have them, please?
You want them?
Yeah. Hand me the badge so I can look at it and tell you it's bullshit.
The ID.
Oh, yeah.
Gator
yeah.
doesn't like the sound of that, and he's watching real close. He's ready to jump.
Yes, the identification card that you were issued when you
Licenses that we
registered.
have.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Okay. All right. Not the badge is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Correct,
I was thinking
correct.
bad. I was like, no, this guy's gonna snatch and run.
No. The identification.
We'll
So-
show him our credentials.
Yes. So
There you go.
he scans those and he says, "The two of you, you're cool. Come on in. We'll take you to the warden."
All right.
Thought he was busy.
Yeah, just follow me.
Don't mess this up.
Okay.
Dude, you're your own Bob Backlund.
Now
Okay.
that is a reference that someone born in 2036 would not get.
He keeps getting 8 years old.
2080.
Okay. So In fact, he is not busy. He is eating grapes and cheese, and
Seems busy to me.
and he's drinking a beer out of the largest glass stein that you've ever seen. I mean, it's got 2 handles on it.
Oh.
So upon seeing you, he goes, "Well, what do we have here? Looks like we got ourselves some troublemakers. Have you done the thing we was talking about yet?
Handled.
Yep.
And then some.
Is that so? Well, where's the proof then? You got his head on a stick or something like that?"
That's gonna be a problem. And then I just kind of show him the 2x4 that is like caked in blood and skull and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, here's a mask as well. It's got a bit of blood in it still. I think it's a bit of tooth and maybe flesh, not sure.
Did a little bit of home improvement then, yeah?
Yep.
Well,
Improving your home.
so he whistles and he says, "Well, can't provide the goods, huh? Looks like we got ourselves a problem then, don't we, boys? No matter. Oi, roadies, get over here." And then the guard captain comes in with a couple of his goons. And he goes, "Oi, boss." And he goes, "These lot here claim they done away with Tricky Dicky, but can't show me any proof. Take 'em in on suspicion of murder."
Murder, you say? I'm about to cut everybody up in this in this room.
Want a 2v5? Let's 2v5.
Like, hey, this is not part of our deal. We handled a task that you set us on, and now we are, we've come to claim our badges.
Give me an insight check.
Yeah.
Both of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's
That
good
isn't
at least.
bad.
I got a 15.
I got a 7.
Okay, so Zinthral is afraid that he's going to have to kill a whole bunch of people right now or else go to jail. But Bronson, you can tell that Tiger is holding back laughter. Like, you can tell that you've just been punked. And that he's...
Yeah, okay, so I'm like, hey.
Almost got me there.
You got me.
He says, "Oh, hey, settle down, mates. Just having a little bit of fun with you.
Sorry,
I'm not
man,
going to
we came
arrest
from the
yous.
box. So, I mean, like...
But just...
Or where were we before here? It was the box. It was Colville. Yeah, sorry. We just came from Colville. So
We just got back from Matthew Colville.
yeah. We've gone from the frying pan into the fire, we had thought.
You did a good thing clipping that criminal.
Yeah.
Straights are much better now without that bogan walking about.
Yeah,
now.
I'm sure they're less greasy.
Yeah. How about we put you down for the next Fight Club then? Yeah?
Yep.
Today, right?
I see some of yous are a bit dinged up. Yeah? Or let's say you could come back in 5 days when you're all healed up.
5 days?
You got anything sooner?
Or we can get you on the card for tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds better.
So here's the trick. You're going to have to get yourselves all nice and munted up. Then we head down to the box and have ourselves a good right Donnybrook. Just need your names for registration. I write them in this here book. And we can have ourselves some drinks.
Did you not do that already? After you mispronounced my name and everything?
Oh yeah. He put us in the ledger.
Oh, the boys up front did that, did they?
That you did.
Well,
Yeah, I seem to recall.
let's just move on to the drinking then.
He's like he's already beaten us to it. All right, yeah, let's get drunk and fight.
All right, so you're going to drink copious amounts of alcohol. I'm going to need you to roll 3 Constitution saves.
Oh, nice.
All right. Let's see. That's a 19,
Ooh.
23,
I'm going to write these down. 21.
and a 17.
And that's another 10.
Zinthral rolled 2 10s.
21, 10, 10.
Okay, so Zinthral is very inebriated, but also he's a happy drunk, right? He's very ready to fight and very willing to fight while under the influence. Bronson holding his liquor much better, probably on account of his size.
But I'm acting like I am hammered.
Sure, you're buzzed is the best way to put it. Zinthral, you are trying to hold it together, but you're having fun with it.
Exactly.
So
Holding it together. No.
So Tiger says, "Follow my. Let's go down to the box then. Yeah, yeah."
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so he leads you down a long hallway in the mansion, which opens up into a courtyard with a set of steps descending downwards into a torch-lit staircase. It has a turn in the staircase and then another turn, and then it goes down and down and down. You estimate maybe 3 levels. You get into a dark room, and there are other people in the room. It's dimly lit. You can tell everybody in there has been drinking some. And then when the lights, a single light hits the floor of this concrete or stone paved room in which appears to be some type of basement with supporting pole structures throughout it. You can see that there's at least a dozen people in this room, including you, the 2 of you, and Tiger. He begins telling everybody the rules of the badge test. And I'm not going to do the accent here because I didn't write it down, but the rules of the contest are he's going to split 14 fighters into 2 teams of 2. And then he's going to ring a bell, and then you're going to just fight each other until he's happy. After that, and everybody who has earned it, everyone who's earned his respect will win the badge. All you have to do is survive. So now's a great time to start picking teams. So let's go ahead and move over to the team picking graphic. Can you see this?
Yeah.
It looks like you can't see any faces, right?
Yeah, it's all blacked out except for the
Perfect.
verses in the center.
All right, so who would like to be revealed first? Bronson or Zinthral?
Go for it.
Rock, paper,
then.
scissors?
I mean, how do we do that over Discord?
You can roll a
We already decided
d6.
last time.
Roll a
Oh, yeah,
d6.
all right, there we go.
4.
All right, so you rolled high.
5.
5 is high, 4 is medium, so high beats medium. All right, so Zinthral, you're going to go first. And the way we're going to run this is that we are going to do a rock, paper, scissors. You get 3 lives. If you lose, you get a strike. Once you get 3 strikes, you are unconscious. And you're going to keep targeting somebody, Rochambeau them, and trying to eliminate them from the fight. So Zinthral, you're going to be on Team Red. And we will start right at the end here. Your teammates are Lexi Gold, a familiar face
Lexi!
from Lucha Town. She's the snake lady that.
Scared the hell out of me.
That's right. But she looking great and has at least one badge around her belt. Next on your team is Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Oh, wins to win.
So he's a bad-looking guy. He looks like he's been boxing pretty much all of his life. But next to him is the biggest individual in the tire room, and it's not Bronson. It is a half orc though. A half orc by the name of Gore Foreman. He is so big his head can't even fit in the profile box.
Please,
Did
Kyle,
he
be here.
invent an electric grill for the kitchen countertop?
He may be a bit of a chef on the side, but he would never admit that to anybody.
Are all 3 of his children named Gore Foreman?
They're all named Gore. There's 12 of them. They're all half orcs. It's a little nuts. Not
Kyle,
super
be
intelligence. Then
And
you
the
have
fat drains directly into his mouth. Anyway.
then you've got Lotu. This is another one of the champions from Lucha Town. Fought in one of the weight classes that you were not in. Very respectable fighter.
He's got a lazy eye.
Don't look him directly in that eye. Then you've got Genji, another one of the fighters from that tournament. And finally, you've got the legend
Please, Kyle.
known as Rubu, the boxing kangaroo, who's chain smoking cigarettes as they're explaining the rules to the fight. Which means that Bronson is not on Zinthral's team.
I want Kyle.
My backup character be Rubu.
So now we're going to announce Bronson's team. Number 1, we've got a man who really loves flowers. He's got a rose in his mouth, or a rose stem in his mouth, as he introduces and bows to the group. Flamenco is his name. He's a leaner guy, but looks very agile. Then a familiar face from Grapplebee's, Harvey Marks in the house.
What up, buddy?
Then on your right is a man who doesn't care who dies. If they die, they die. It's Ivago. Ivago does not.
John Cena plus Ivan Dragov.
Ivago doesn't speak any language you've ever heard before. You're sure that he knows what he's saying, but nobody else knows what he's saying.
If he dies, he dies.
Then another familiar face, former Hardway member Disco, was not present at the Hardway camp, but is here testing.
Is he rocking the red and black, or is he rocking the standard Hardway stuff?
No, he's not rocking any Hardway stuff at all. So he is not wearing the colors. No Hardway original, no Hardway Wolfpack.
He reformed after being brought back to life.
Then
See Rosa? Killing them can fix them.
next up, we've got an unlikely hero, an underdog in this fight, a gnome by the name of Maxim. Little Maxim is the name he goes by.
Little Max.
That's right.
Packs a punch.
And
Is his trainer named Doc?
could be. And rounding up your team is a dwarf without a beard, but a pretty crown. He's the Hippo King, and he's ready for a fight. So, how we're going to do this is I will let each of you target somebody to Rochambeau with. And we're just going to keep going until everybody is eliminated or we run out of time. So let's go ahead and we'll roll for who gets to take the first turn.
Okay. D20. Okay. D6. 5. Hello.
5 out of
Yeah,
20?
Oh, no.
Oh,
He rolled a d6 just like I did.
Oh.
He beat my 3 with a 5.
Oh my gosh. I can't. Can you guys see this X on my screen?
No.
That's killing me. All right, I'll just have to drop another one in there. All right, that's fine. So who won first?
I think Zinth did.
Yeah.
Okay, Zinth. So go ahead and target somebody.
Yeah, so I hate Flamenco's face, and I'm going to steal his roses.
Okay. So here's how it's going to work. You're going to roll. You're going to roll. You want to roll d6s or d12s?
Does it matter?
No.
Okay, D6.
All right, d6s. So you can roll low, medium, or high. 1s and 2s are low. 3s and 4s are medium. 5s and 6s are high. Medium beats low. High beats medium. Low beats high. Does that make sense?
Okay, I mean, yep.
So go ahead and roll. So a 3.
6.
6. So 6 beats a 3, and that's going to be an X on flamenco. Can you see that X?
Yep.
All right, there we go. All right, Bronson, you're going to be up next.
I guess I'm gonna go after Rubu.
Oh, you.
Oh,
He looks-
you know what? Let's get a little fight music going. What do you say?
He looks like he's probably the wildest fighter out of the bunch, so we're gonna go with that. 3.
Took my backup character out of the game already.
Ooh, I like this.
All right, so against Rubu.
That's a 5.
So a 5 versus a 1. So Bronson,
5
you
versus
rolled.
3. I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 3. Rubu rolled a 1. So that's going to be a strike on Rubu. All right, then
Oh, I don't roll for
Bronson.
Rubu?
No,
Bronson.
you just roll for yourself.
Oh, okay.
You just roll for yourself, and okay, Zen. Let's see. I'm gonna do some other math here in the background. Disco's gonna take a shot. Ivago's gonna take one. We'll put one on Lexi Gold.
Oh, no.
Lotu's gonna take one. And the Hippo King. All right, Zinthral, that brings you up next.
Okay. Yeah, I still want that dude's roses, so...
Okay. Give him hell.
All right, 4.
All right, so it's a tie, so no... roll again.
Okay. 6.
6-4, 6 wins, so that's 2 strikes on him now. Okay, Bronson, you're up next.
I want to know if he has a magical power to say.
Still going after Rubu. That's 5.
Nice.
To 3. Yep, that hits. All right, and we'll go ahead and put some more X's out there. Let's hear that one more time. Hippo King's gonna take another one.
Someone's hitting him right in the belly button band-aid.
That's right. Harvey Mark's gonna take a punch. And then Bronson Gore Foreman is gonna come after you. Big on big here. This is meat on meat. 6 versus 3. You're gonna take a strike.
Oh.
Oopsie daisy. There we go. And Zinth.
This real quick.
Zinth, you're going to take an attack from Maxim.
Okay.
So, from Tiger's perspective, it's just a wild melee brawl inside this basement. It's not well lit. It smells like sweat. It's just meat slapping meat. It's just a crazy slobber knocker. It's a schmoz, but it's great. All right, a 5 in Zinthral. What did you roll?
A horrible one.
1. 1 beats a 5.
Oh, it does? My bad.
Yes, it does. So low beats high. Oops. So that's 2 strikes on Maxim. Okay, Zinth, you're up next.
Yeah. I'm gonna take out Hippo King. Hopefully.
All right, so you're going after the Dwarven King. Let's see it.
That's a 5. That's a 5. Let's roll a 6.
I rolled a. How did I roll twice? I rolled a 6. So roll again. Here we go. 4.
Oh, a 6.
So 6 beats a 4. So
Crown. Sorry, buddy.
Hippo King he's not dead. He's just unconscious and drunk.
Yeah, exactly. That's my crown now. I'm wearing it.
Okay, Bronson, you're up.
I guess I'm gonna go to try and finish off Rubu.
Okay.
That's a 1.
That's a 3. You're going to take another strike here.
Rubu. Damn.
He's a chain-smoking, boxing kangaroo person. He's not to be effed with.
Not a bit of lung damage.
All right. Flamenco is going to deliver a strike to Lexi Gold. Harvey's going to put one on Smite Tyson. And then Maxim is going to put a shot on Gore Foreman. Now Zinthral Ivago takes a swing at you.
Okay. Ooh. That's a 2.
A 2, he rolled a 1. So go ahead and roll again.
That's a 6.
6 to 4. So that's going to be a strike on Ivago. And then Disco is going to put a strike on Lotu. All right, that'll bring us to the next round here. Zinthral, you're up first.
Goodbye, Maxim. It was nice knowing you.
All right.
Ooh, 1.
1 to 1. Roll again.
Ooh, snake eyes. That's a 1.
To a 5. 1 beats a 5. So Maxim, you drop the little man. He never stood a chance. Bronson, you're up next.
I guess I'm going after Rubu again.
All right, let's see it.
5.
1 beats a 5, so Bronson, you're gonna go down.
Ooh.
It is this Rubu has definitely been juicing, no doubt about it.
No doubt. Oh my god, I'm so glad he's on my team.
Genji is gonna take an attack from Harvey Marks. Lexi Gold is gonna take her 3rd strike there from Ivago. And Smite Tyson is also going to go down here. Takes an attack from Flamenco.
No ears bitten today.
And Lotu's going to get dropped as well. All right. Zinth, you're up.
Okay. I'm sorry, Vago. You gotta go. That's a 4.
4 to 4. Roll again.
That's a 4.
4 beats a 1. Ivago's
Yes.
down. All right, Bronson. You have a racial trait called what? Bronson?
Relentless endurance.
What does that do again?
When you're reduced to 0 hit points but not killed, you can drop to 1 HP instead once per long rest.
You're back up.
Hooray! I guess I'm gonna go after Rubu again.
I would advise against doing. Rubu, 2 beats a 5, and Rubu puts you back down.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been the same regardless of who I fucking attacked. So.
Okay. Disco is makes eye contact with you, Zinthral, and just gives you the nod, like, let's do this.
Gotcha. Let's go for it. That's a 5.
5 beats a 3. That's going to be a second strike on Disco. Harvey
Didn't Flamenco have
marks.
2 strikes.
What's that?
Didn't Flamenco have 2 strikes?
Did I take one of his strikes away? I think so. Yep. Okay. Flamenco is also going to take a swing at you.
Ooh, okay.
6. 6 to 6.
Yeah.
Roll again.
Okay. 4.
4 beats a 1.
Yes.
You put Flamenco down as well.
My
All right. That leaves Harvey Marks and Disco versus Genji, Rubu, Zinthral, and Gore Foreman. So, Zinth, you're up first.
Okay. Disco, goodbye. 4.
4 to 3. That's a tie. Roll again.
Okay. 5.
5 to 5. Roll again.
My gosh. Okay. 3.
3 beats a 1. So you put Disco down. So that just leaves Harvey Marks versus Genji, Gore Foreman, Rubu, and Zinthral. And at this point, Tiger steps in and he goes, all right. That's an F. I've had my fill. Don't need to see 4 on 1 here. So instead, it's going to be every man for himself.
Oh.
Fight! And now here we go to finish off the fight. So go ahead, Zinth, you're going to be up first.
Can I do something? It's a bit against my code. A little sneaky.
What's that?
Could I potentially heal Bronson? Get him up.
With what?
My hands of healing.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. No, my dice, where'd it go? Okay, what do I roll here?
I don't know how Hands of Healing works.
Okay, Hands of Healing. As an action, you can spend 1 key point, touch a creature, and restore 1d6 plus 2 hit points.
Okay.
Yeah, he heals a 5, so if he wants to get up and maybe demolish someone here.
All right, so that'll heal you up. Genji's going to take a shot from Rubu there, and Gore Foreman is going to swing at Zinthral when he's not looking.
Steep. I rolled a 4.
4 to 4. Roll again.
Okay. 6.
6 beats a 3. Okay, and then Harvey Marks is going to take a swipe at Rubu, but nobody can beat the fighting kangaroo, so he drops Harvey Marks. That leaves 3 more. 4. Zinth, Bronson, Gore Foreman, and Rubu. Bronson, you're up.
Just know, I ain't leaving you down.
Bronson rolled a 1. Well, where's the attack go? You're on mute.
Oh, sorry. I was attacking Gore Foreman.
1,
'Cause I
2,
remember him
3.
being against my team.
3 beats a 1. So
Nope. Can I take the blow, please?
you have an ability that does that?
I could parry.
Okay.
I mean, I can just use second wind.
Okay.
Okay. So you take the shot, you use second wind.
Yep.
Okay. And Rubu is going to attack Zinthral.
That's fine. Come on, buddy.
Would you roll?
6.
2 beats a 6. So,
He's good.
he clinches you and he kicks you with his feet. Actually, no, that's illegal. Punches only. He just straight
Rubu is
punches you.
disqualified.
So he gives you a punch, and then Gore Foreman is also going to take a swing at you here because they see that this is turning into a 2-1-2 fight here. So I rolled 2 dice somehow. I don't know how.
You trying to hit me?
2.
2.
All right, roll again. 3.
4.
Roll again.
2.
4 beats a 2, so that'll be a second one on you. So now everybody's
Can I eat
got 2 strikes.
May I eat the blow?
Eat blow says that you ignore the damage from 1 strike. Is that what it says?
Sacrifice all movement and actions to reduce the next bludgeoning attack damage done to you by humanoid
Yes.
to 1 turn.
Yep, so you can use that technique to eat that blow. Bronson, you're up.
Let's go after
You get-
Rubu again.
No, you go after Gore. I got Rue.
Okay.
Rue's too
I'll go
much.
after
He's too
Gore
quick.
Foreman. 5.
Did it roll? Where is it? It didn't roll. 5 to 5. Roll again.
3.
4. Roll again.
Wow.
5.
Do I need to roll again?
What did you roll?
A 5.
Oh, yeah.
5.
Where is it? 5 to 5. God.
Wow.
6.
4. 6 beats a 4. You drop the big man, the Goliath, the mountain here. Gore Foreman goes down. That leaves the 2 of you versus Rubu. And
Alrighty.
Rue is going to swing on Zinthral.
That is fine.
5.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 3.
So you're gonna take a shot. All right. Zinth, you're up now.
Okay. Just let me think. But I have something. Could I use Flurry of Blows to attack him twice, potentially?
No.
No? Oh well. I rolled a 5.
5 to 3. You put him down.
Yes.
So down goes what's a kangaroo? Marsupial?
Yes.
He goes down, leaving just Bronson and Zinthral. But before you get a chance to swing on each other, Tiger steps in again. He says, "Oi, boys, we're going to stop it right here. There's no need to have friend on friend. That was very fun to watch. I think everybody has earned their badge today. And some of the people are coming to. Everybody's dinged up pretty good. Everybody took some shots. They start kind of helping each other up. Some of them are kind of upset about how things go, right? Pride getting in the way and all that. The both of you included. That was pretty insane. But Tiger goes around and he starts handing out badges and bottles of liquor to everybody. And here's what the badge looks like.
Ooh, that actually looks pretty nice. What do the 2 champions get?
Everybody
I think everybody just gets their badge.
Everybody gets the
Aw.
badge. There is, yeah,
Nothing
there's
extra.
the real winner here is Tiger, who got to watch people fight each other because he wanted it, and forced them to get drunk because it amuses him.
He's just a goober.
So Tiger says, "Now, I recommend that you take your badges and you piss off. Get the hell out of town. I don't want to be seeing you around here anymore. I got a good thing going. Don't need none of you buggering it up. So thank you. Goodbye. Good luck."
Laters. Thanks for the badge.
Yeah, useless.
All right, so there you go. You take the long walk up these steps, and you can see some of the combatants are really laboring going up these steps, but you know it's just all face punches, right? As you ascend this spiral staircase up, you are overwhelmed with a sense of pride. Not only that, but that was actually kind of fun to get beat up, you know, without anybody watching. Everybody in that room, except for Tiger, took some punches, and you all feel a little bit closer now because of it. Especially the dynamic between you two has been something at times which has been questionable, but to see the two of you look out for each other and help each other out has been noted by both of you. It's a bit of an olive branch. So you go up into the mansion, and you have the choice to hang around, but most of the fighters are just spilling out into the streets and just dispersing. Is it safe to assume you do the same thing?
Yeah, let's just go back to the rabbit.
Get going.
All right, so waiting outside is your trusty party. And Gator, Rosa, and Solomon, you see... That's the wrong map.
You better say the rabbit looks
Oh no!
interesting.
You wake up. This whole day's been a dream. We're back in the countryside.
So you see them... you see all of these fighters start exiting the mansion out of the front doors, and some of them are bleeding from the face, split eyebrows. Some of them are holding their head. And there you see Zinthral and Bronson exit shoulder to shoulder in step with each other, a little bit closer than they may have appeared before. How do you respond?
How long did that take?
Too long.
That took maybe 20 to 30 minutes.
Right. Would that have been enough time to run an errand real quick?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. What kind of errand?
I wanted to go down to the
Firebomb.
Gobby lobby to see if I could buy like a long spool of fuse.
So while in the Gobby lobby, the gentleman working the counter, which I don't want to dig too deep, but he says that they don't stock anything in the Gobby lobby. He can order it for you. He can have it in possession by the next day. All you have to do is put down a deposit and then come back the following day to pick it up.
All right, sounds great. And while I'm here, like back entrances, windows, just case the joint a little bit.
Sure, there are some windows, but they're barred. There is an entrance to the back as well.
Yeah, fantastic. A rush delivery. What's the supply chain look like? How do you get this, like, nothing in stock? How is this possible? Hey, I'm
Well,
Cousin Roman.
he
Where do
says
you get your stuff from?
he tells you that that's just their business model. They don't stock anything because of safety concerns. You know, it's dangerous to have that much stuff on hand, but they have ways of procuring items. They can get you whatever you need in a very short amount of time.
Like, do you have corporate warehouses or something like that?
Well, they have warehouses, but they're not at liberty to discuss their business model in regards to where they keep the items or where they come from.
Is there an office in here? I don't ask that. When I was pacing the joint, do I see like a back office?
Got safe.
Give me an investigation check.
I think that's +3. Investigation 13.
You can't tell from where you are without making it obvious that you're climbing behind the counter and being in a restricted area.
All right. So what's the deposit for a spool? Let's call it, 100 yards of fuse.
He tells you half now, half later. I don't know, 100 yards of fuse would it? I don't know, a couple gold pieces. I mean, it's negligible. It's not expensive.
Yeah. Head full of gold. I'll see you tomorrow.
Can I get a name for the order, sir?
Roman.
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 Cousin Roman. Okay.
Cousin Roman.
Cousin Roman. Okay, well, he gives you his name as well, and I forgot what it was, so just bear with me for a minute. I'll show you what he looks like just for a second as well. His name, he says he goes by the name Kemp, Hernan Kemp. And there he is.
He's got 2 different shades of hair.
Mel Gibson?
So this
I thought
guy,
you'd be a goblin.
yeah, that's what most people think. But no, in fact, he's just a businessman.
That's the CEO. Not this man.
All right, so you go back to the town, and you go back to the Risky Rabbit, where you are met at the front door by a familiar face. It's not Grady. It's not Bannon or Alicine. It is this person. And I use the term person loosely. It's more like a walking mustache.
Oh, no.
Oh.
But
Oh.
he looks terrible, right? The mustache it looks like it's been damaged in some way. The hair is not tight. The clothing he looks dirty and scraped up and disappointed. He recognizes the group of you. Solomon, you're dressed like Cousin Roman. Okay, so doesn't recognize you. Well, actually, let's do an investigation check. Just
he was charmed into performing a Toad's March, so yeah, he probably looks really bad.
So an 18. So he does recognize you, even though
I have the actor feat, so I have advantage on deception to pretending to be somebody else.
Okay. Well, go ahead, give me a roll. Give me a deception roll.
All right. This is my best skill. That's going to be a 26. Ooh.
Okay, fair enough. So he does not recognize you.
Oh, you look like you had a hard time, mister. Tell Cousin Roman all about it.
He mean mugs the whole lot of you. He goes, you! Points his finger at you guys, jabs it in the air, and he waves it side to side. counting all four of you. The cat can't find Solomon. The four of you will do. He goes, you, hung lions, or whatever you call yourself. We need to have a chat
That's a good one.
about some things in my office right now. Follow me.
All right, Zinth, you know what you gotta do.
Yep. Stay outside. I got this.
So you head straight back down the hallway of the Risky Rabbit into his office. It is the same office as you remember. Everything's covered in red crushed velvet with the circular bed in the middle of the room with the mirrors on the ceiling. And sitting on that bed is another familiar face. Especially to you, Rosa. It is Mistress Wolf.
Yep, that's what I figured. We in trouble. Someone told Mom.
Oh, no.
And she says, just close the door behind you.
Shit.
What type of meeting is this?
We're in detention.
And that's where we're going to call it for tonight.
No, it was getting good.
Poor Ambrose.
So I have a sneaking suspicion that Mistress Wolf is Rosa's mom.
Rosa, what's your last name?
It's Wolf. It's
Blackthorn?
My bad.
We don't know if Mistress Wolf if Wolf is her first name.
And
Or her last
also,
name.
nobody knows how halflings are made either.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, Mistress Wolf could easily.
She could be a quarterling.
A quarterly.
So that's where we're going to call it this week on King's Road, Young Lions. Got to meet a lot of new characters, got to learn an ultimate technique from definitely not Rocky Balboa, and we've
I thought
all
it was Terry Funk, man.
so we've all become better people because of it. So Young Lions, thanks for coming out and playing. Thanks to everybody who watched the video. Say goodbye, Young Lions.
Unmute your mic, Bronson.
Bye, Young Lions.
Goodbye, young lions.
Lions.
I was muted.
Hey, congratulations. If you're still listening, that means you made it to the end of the episode. Thanks for coming by and listening to this edition of King's Road Young Lions. If you like what you've heard, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave a comment down below of what you'd like to see on the next episode. For more great content from This Is Awesome Promotions, check out the YouTube channel, check out the Twitch channel, check us out on Twitter at TIA Promotions. Thanks again for coming around, and we'll see you next time down on the King's Road.